and manage to find their way into the Marines, it's going to be really great because the mutas can easily, I mean, they don't even have to deal with the Marauders because they're no threat and can just poke away at what's left. But it's gonna be close. I think this is gonna be an interesting battle when these armies clash. These rocks are almost down, and the other ones will go down pretty soon. I suspect. I'm quite surprised to see that MakaPrime doesn't have a Marine or something close to those rocks to see if they're going down. Now these rocks, he stopped attacking those rocks. I'm not exactly sure why, but we'll see soon. And trying to pick off whatever he can. He's probably gonna get the supply depot. The army's stimming over here, and I'm not sure that was the smartest move over there. Taking out two Marauders as well. Now the Marines are making their way across. I think Maka is going to make a push. At least gonna take out, or at least gonna try to take out the gold. And there we go, taking out the unit that was placed as the Zelnaga tower. And this is really not defended, so I suspect this is going to go down pretty fast. But those mutas are making their way in the base again at the same time, doing a lot of damage over here. These Marines are stimming and coming back, and quite weakened. No medevacs, and oh, they stim, and he has to be very careful over there. But he left quite a few here to finish off that gold expansion, so Zerg is going to lose it. But a lot of bailing seers, and this is really not looking good. And let's see. Oh, that is I think pretty much game over right now for MakaPrime. Really great play from the wind over there. Nice coordinated attack with all three unit types: the Zerglings, the Mutalisk, and the Banelings. And Maka is bringing the rest of his forces back, but I don't see how much good that is going to do because he's losing a lot of units, a lot of resources right now. SCVs as well. I mean, look at this. A lot of SCVs gonna die over there. They're transiting over to this, and there's like one lonely turret over here. And mutas are really harassing everything that they can find. And this is basically how you play a Mutalisk. I mean, you just attack whatever you can attack. And as you can see, there's Zerglings still left in the base, doing damage all over the place. And those mutas just hopping back and forth from the natural and the main, doing as much damage as possible. The one extractor went down as well, a lot of supply depots. And then take a look at the production tab, and gonna take a look at the foods, at the supply count over here. And yep, so MakaPrime considerably lower, and at the income tab also the wind is skyrocketing ahead and rebuilding the gold as we speak. Decides not to take this one yet. That is quite unusual. It's an easy take, safe for now because of all the pressure that Maka was put under. I don't think he would have to worry about getting that expansion. So these mutas are making their way back towards the main again. Another turret being placed there, and let's see. A sensor tower is really smart to place on this map, especially when you're fighting Mutalisks. Like one sensor tower here and another one, like, I don't know, here or here. It's really good because you can see so much just by putting one down at those positions. Now the turret is going down indeed, and those Mutalisk, actually this is classic Mutalisk harass. There's not much to say about this, but the thing is, the most important thing, the most important role that those Mutalisk play is the fact that they have an Infestor out as well already, but the most important role they play is that they put pressure and they make your opponent lose focus and lose track of what he wants to do, and he has to invest his APM into defending and in dealing with you while you can still macro up in the meantime and build stuff like this. I mean, Banelings, Zerglings, Infestors, and so forth, while you just move around with your Mutalisk doing as much damage as you can. And there we go, nice micro with the mutas not actually losing any, and this army is just forced to move around all the time to defend from the Mutalisk harass. Although I have to say the wind is looking really good right now because he has so many Banelings. I mean, take a look at the unit counting station, 27 Banelings. These Banelings are just gonna roll in here. Oh, this is bad. And he's gonna be caught up position. MakaPrime is gonna be caught up position. He does can, and he's spreading his Marines a little bit, which is good. But I don't. It's really tricky. And he has to be careful with his mutas there. Doesn't want to get surrounded by so many Marines. And I think the Wind is just waiting for a good moment to attack. Oh, has to be careful again, losing a few mutas over there. I mean, mutas are really vulnerable to clumped up masses of Marines like that, so you have to be very careful. But again, MakaPrime trying to take down the rocks and make his way towards the Zerg base. And actually, Maka's army is pretty good. The only thing is, how will these banelings affect the outcome of the battle? We'll see. So if they manage to get in here and melt most of these Marines, the game will most likely go into the Wind's favor. But anyway, here they are moving across. These creep tumors are going to spot. And notices that these rocks are quite low and sieging up those tanks over there, which is good, because then the banelings will be put under the splash damage of the tanks from a long range. And there we go, stimming the Marines. Ooh, and this is interesting, losing a lot of mutalisks there. He has to be very careful right now. He's in a touchy position. You don't want to mess with the Terran like this. So there we go, trying to do as much damage as he can. His mutalisk count is kind of dwindling though, and there we go, fungal growth, good fungal growth over there, and this is going to be pretty bad. I think another fungal growth here, and the banelings are making their way. Oh, and they're piling the road right now, and these Marines are just caught off guard. But a lot of more Marines enforcing right now, but still more banelings in the back, melting some more Marines, and the mutalisk are chasing down the rest of these Marines. But really nice micro from MakaPrime. I mean, spreading his Marines still and stuff. He seems to be holding for now. But a lot of more Zerglings in this area, and some more mutas coming as well. Now this is gonna be still taking out some Marines, but seems like he's getting overwhelmed also, pretty much behind in bases. So he does decide to GG. He did get this command center up, but I don't think there was any way really for him to secure this with all this pressure. So the Wind already on 3 bases, getting the 4th one up right now. So this is quite hard to play against the Zerg that's already on 4 base, and you're on 2 and unable to secure your 3rd. So overall, a nice game, a pretty straightforward game from which you can learn loads of things. Things about mutalisk harass, about how to deal with Terran builds in general, because it's all about putting pressure. I mean, if you do put the pressure on and keep the pressure on, there's much less for you to worry when it comes to enemy attacks and stuff like that. But some players are really good and they will counterattack in all sorts of ways and put pressure back on you. But in this case, the mutalisk harass was really good and generally massing up the rest of the army. So Baneling, Zergling, this is really kind of classic Zerg play, I'd say. Some infestors thrown into the mix as well. Those fungal growths really good over there, 2 key fungal growths, keeping most of those Marines still and the tanks, and yeah, basically locking down most of the army, and Banelings doing their job. So if you liked it, then do subscribe, and I actually have one more game between these guys to show you. I'm not sure exactly where they're from. Obviously they might be, I read that there's show matches. I'm not exactly sure what that was about, but I'm gonna take the word of the people who wrote that there, so most likely a show match. And I'm gonna see you guys in game 2. Stay tuned.